Two unexpected sides in the final of the ICC T20 World Cup 2021. We'll talk about in detail which team has better chances of lifting the trophy. Hello, this is Devendra Kumar and you are watching Commentary World at Stumps on Commentary World. So today is the judgment day of the ICC T20 World Cup 2021. The final is scheduled to start at 7:30 Indian Standard Time today at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, where New Zealand is going to play against Australia in the final. New Zealand qualifying for the first time in the history of the T20 World Cup, and Australia getting there for the second time. They went there in the year 2010, but they were beaten by England in the final in West Indies. But today the situation is going to be different. Two teams with a little expectation came into this tournament and they utilized these conditions to a great effect. The conditions were suitable for the Asian bowlers, but it were the Australians and the kiwis who made a big difference in the outcome of the match, with good line and length, excellent disciplined bowling from both units, and key batters firing at the right time to change the course of the action. And that's how Australia is storming through to the final after beating Pakistan in a thrilling contest. And same story with New Zealand, with some outstanding batsmanship from Nisham and Daryl Mitchell securing the victory for the team New Zealand, beating England in the semi-final. So two teams with a lot of expectations are into the final. Will it be New Zealand or will it be Australia today?
Role of the toss?
Toss is going to play a significant part in today's game as well, as we have seen throughout the World Cup, where dew plays a significant part in the second innings and the ball comes nicely onto the bat. So I think the team that wins the toss will be bowling first today in conditions where it's suitable chasing.
And apart about the pitch behavior?
Pitch has been pretty good so far in this tournament. The similar pitches will be used. They've been pretty good for batting, and the ball comes nicely onto the bat, but batting becomes second batting becomes much easier, playing the strokes and everything else. So I think it's going to be another good batting paradise. Expect 180, and with a lot of dew coming in the second innings, you expect 180 to be chased down. So 180 is going to be competitive total on this wicket, but not a winning total, that's for sure.
Chance for New Zealand?
New Zealand relies heavily on their disciplined outfit, whether it's in batting department or bowling department or in the field. They have been outstanding throughout the tournament. They have always been outstanding. So bits and pieces cricketer at times for New Zealand, but they always give their 100% in key matches. They are thoroughly prepared for all the challenges lying ahead of them. They play the attritional brand of cricket. If they manage to restrict the Australian opening pair from getting up to a flying start, I think that's where they will stand a pretty good chance, because their bowling is so disciplined. They got Trent bowled with left arm and swing bowling early on and taking wickets in the power play overs, and it's got the ability to bowl in the death overs and taking wickets as well. At the same time, the spinners have been producing results as well, and batting relies heavily on the top order, especially Kane Williamson. He did not fire in the semi-final. Hopefully he will get runs for them in this particular game. Jimmy Nisham has been making vital contributions, and Tim Shepherd coming in place of Convoy. So I think overall batting is slightly fragile in the middle order. But they got excellent bowling unit and some outstanding batters at the top of the order for New Zealand. That's the situation with the New Zealand. If you talk about the Australians, I think Australia top heavy batters getting runs. The finishers are also doing their job in Marcus Stoinis, and they got Matthew Wade finishing the things for the team Australian. And fast bowling is an excellent unit. They got Mitchell Starc left arms swing in seam and bowling Yorkers those and bowling in the death overs as well. They got Patrick Cummins, who takes wickets in the middle stage of the innings, and then they got the likes of Joe Hazelwood, and they're in there about always searching for the outside edge or inside edge and causing troubles to the batsmen. So, and they got Adam Jumpa, who's been bowling beautifully throughout the tournament. So I think a lot of options that Australians have. Australia has slight advantage getting into this match because of the experience of playing the World Cup finals.
What will be the game planning according to you for Australian bowlers to restrict the New Zealand batters?
The all focus would be on Kane Williamson. If they get the wicket of Kane Williamson and Guptill early on in the innings, Australia will be in the ascendancy. But if they do not get the wicket of Kane Williamson and Guptill, I think then it's going to be challenging. So they will try to attack Kane Williamson as early as possible and looking to get his wicket away. So the focus would be on attacking New Zealand captain and then not giving too many boundaries early on in the first 6 overs. That would be Australia's strategy. And as far as the New Zealand strategy is concerned, I think they would like to take early wickets with the new ball, and they will have a fields in attacking position, and they will rely heavily on the fast bowlers to provide early nicks, especially the wicket of Finch, because he has been fragile facing the left-arm swing bowlers.
Who could be the match winners for today?
I think Glenn Maxwell hasn't scored runs for the Australia so far in this tournament, and he could be the match winner for Australia. They got Marcus Stoinis, who has been finishing the match as well. And as far as the New Zealand is concerned, I think all eyes will be on Kane Williamson, because he is the key player for this side, and Guftil and Kane Williamson. These are the two batters that Australia will be wary of getting into this particular contest.
What about the game prediction?
Game prediction, it's very hard to predict because toss plays a significant part in the outcome of the match. But I think overall, looking at all the factors, I think Australia is slightly favoured. But if New Zealand get the opportunity to bat second, they will also fancy the chances.